Okay, so this time around, Dr. RJB again. I'm going to talk for balance and balance for sports in particular. Um, you know, I am over 70 years of age now, and as you get older, balance is not good. Um, if I had to jump on one leg, I'd probably fall down. So the ability to balance as you get older decreases. Part of that reason is there's a numbness of some of the nerves that are in the leg that we use to basically sense the ground. So basically, when I stand up and I try to balance, let's say on one leg, I have to basically kind of shift my weight back and forth until I find the balance points. Okay, so if you can sense the ground with your feet, no problem. You can feel with your foot the fact that your balance is going to one side or to the other side, and then your muscles can pull the other direction. And you do this even without thinking. Your reflexes take care of all this. Problem is, as you get older, your reflexes slow down. And like I said, the sensation goes down. So it's a little bit harder. Now, if you are somebody who's doing sports, for you also, the balance is important. And this is the reason why. There are a lot of times in sport where you have to be on one leg. Let's just say the guy who is going to be going up for a stuff in basketball, he usually is going to push off on one leg. It's a little bit harder to jump high if you push off with both legs. So most of the time they run and push off of one leg to get better height. The person who is playing football, they're running, say a running back or receiver, and they're running, but there's somebody in front of them. What they're going to do is they're going to change direction. To change direction, you have to plant your foot and then push off from it. So if you don't have good balance on the foot that you plant, it's going to be hard for you to change direction suddenly. Also, our body is made to try to not hurt us. So without even thinking, if you don't have good balance, your body is going to slow you down a bit. So balance can be helpful with different sports because it'll help with your speed. I have taught the kids who come in for their sport physicals to practice on one leg. Being on one leg, you basically do a squat, and try to maintain your balance the whole time. I'm doing 1.5 foot right now. I got one that's toe touching. And then the opposite side, and again, you do the squat on one leg to learn your balance, or just keeping your leg up in the air and then trying to balance with it. And hopefully you can hold that position for a length of time. Another trick that I'll do is I'll have them balance on one leg, and then I ask them to bend over and stand back up again. That's a much tougher exercise to do. When you're balancing on one leg and then you have to bend over, it requires a lot more balance than if I just ask you to balance on one leg, lower your body, and come back up again, which is a one-legged squat. So a one-legged bending over is a deadlift. A one-legged deadlift is a little bit harder to do than the one-legged squat as far as balance is concerned. Excuse me. All right, so that's the thing. And again, if the kids practice this, they're going to be more effective with their sports because, once again, there are plenty of times during any sport where you're only on one leg and you have to basically have enough balance to maintain that. Otherwise, again, your body is going to protect you and it's going to slow you down or prevent you from doing a movement that might hurt it, might cause you to fall. And in that case, basically, you're just not going to be as quick. So that football player who has to change direction, if he doesn't have good balance on one foot, he might not move as quickly when he's trying to change direction, and he'll be caught by the defending person. Um, and the guy who's going up for the stuff on the basketball, if he can't balance on that one leg for a period of time, he's probably not going to jump as high because once again the body doesn't want to fall. So some of these things can apply in the sport, and it's just kind of like the older person like myself who has balance problems. You get balance problems in your sports, it's going to show. You're going to run slower. You're going to not turn as quickly, other things. Okay, so any events, this is what I mean by balance in a sport.